I shouldn't have eaten that fast food. I'm pretty sure I McSharted.
It's time to start the show. It's time to start the show. Ready, go.
Hey, asshole! When last we met, we talked about a guy who was on his way to the movies. And he was an asshole. Which got me thinking about all the stuff that pisses me right off about going to the movies. Including a very special type of asshole. When I was a wee lad, and I wanted to take a girl to the movies, the date would usually cost me about $20, even if it was really extravagant. And that's partially because she didn't order French fries, when she clearly wanted French fries, because she ate most of mine. And that reminds me, if you're one of the teen boys, about to take a girl out on a date, beware of a woman's devil magic. But I digress, because women aren't the assholes in question. This time. In this day and age, I could download a movie faster than going to the theater, and for some reason the movie tickets cost more than all of the gold in Scrooge McDuck's vault. Let's pretend that I actually care if Jennifer Aniston finds love at the end of the movie, and I'm actually willing to spend the money on the ticket. Now I'm already pissed off after I enter the theater because some dumbass dropout in an ill-fitting suit has done a half-ass job of selling me a hugely overpriced movie ticket. Why is he doing a half-ass job, you may ask? Because 3 of his acne-laden friends are hanging on the edge of the counter with their big dumb faces, smiling and laughing, talking about, "Dude bro, I can't wait for the new Madden to come out, 'cause I'm gonna YOLO all the swag touchdowns." But I get the tickets, and at least now we're done with asshole number 1. And I've almost gotten over how much I wanted to punch them all in the face, but I couldn't, because I was afraid the pustules on their post-pubescent visage would explode, and I would look like I just mashed all of the potatoes by hand. Finally, we're in the theater. I sit in the best seat in the house, the one with the bars in front of it, because fuck chairs. All of my friends want to sit a little farther back so they don't have to look slightly upwards, so we end up in the middle of the theater with chairs in front and behind us. Assholes. And then, the 3 barely functional humans that were hanging on the counter stumble into the theater, and my nightmare is complete. As they meander through the aisles, talking at full volume and barely glancing up from their phones, I immediately regret the decision to even come here tonight. I should have just stayed home and watched some Skinamax. They of course sit directly in front of me, and I'm thinking, "Excuse me, Justin Bieber, this theater is the only thing in town bigger than your mom's dildo, and you gotta sit right in front of me?" Ugh. My life is in shambles. Poking my friend in the ribs, I say, "Thanks a lot, you stupid cucumber. Now you owe me $73. When the previews start rolling, the light from the cell phone starts to give me a headache, and the repeated use of the word Snapchat makes my eye twitch. But at this point, the movie hasn't started yet, so if I said something, I would be the asshole. And you never want to be the asshole. More people start to pile in, and another group of 3 teenage wastes of sphincters sits directly behind me and puts their feet on the back of my chair. I look at them sternly with the word "nope" written clearly across all of my features. And in the cockles of my heart I hope they get the hint, because I don't want to have to execute a Hollywood leg drop on their droopy entitled faces. The movie starts and the intro credits flash on and off the screen like the timer to the meltdown that I'm about to have if this shrimpy fuck in front of me doesn't turn off his cell phone and shut his cocksucker. So 5 minutes in, I have to lean up and inform this kid that he is not going to be making any more light or sound for the remainder of this feature film. As Louis C.K. once said, it's up to him whether or not we're in the paper tomorrow. So if you're one of those people who thinks it's okay to talk or text throughout the entire movie, you need to realize that some people spent all of their fun money just to come here today, and you're ruining their one good day that they worked 2 weeks to get. I'm sure most adults like me wouldn't fight a teenager over such a small thing, but I really think if we all get together and wish hard enough, we could use the secret to make sure that this guy gets hit by a bus. The power of positive thinking might just get you to chase down your flat-brimmed hat with the shiny sticker still on it, so people think that it's new, and therefore think you have money, even though you haven't worked a day in your life because your shitty parents used money and electronics as a babysitter so that they could think that they paid just enough to be a good parent, but instead, They failed at parenting and now you turned out to be an inconsiderate colon worm. And as you chase your hat, your affinity for not paying attention to school means that you don't see the giant yellow death machine barreling down in your direction. Not even slowing down because your brother and sister are in the back of the bus, also being inconsiderate pricks, and the bus driver is too busy turning around to yell at them. Don't worry, asshole. You live. You just lose the ability to use a cell phone, which causes you to open your eyes and maybe start real relationships with people around you. And then, someday, you might learn to help other people. Or, I don't know, have a genuine human connection. And then, your life turns out much better, because you got hit by a bus. Because we all wanted to help you. That's why we wished for you to get hit by a bus. So we could help you. Come on. You people didn't think I was going to fictionally murder a teenage boy on my second episode of Hey Asshole, did you? I'm not a monster. Okay, love you, bye! But I couldn't, because I was afraid the pustules on their post-pubescent visage would explode all over, and blah 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 blah.